Hi, this is Craig Delger with a review of the Thermarest NeoAir Trekker inflatable sleeping pad for ProLiteGear.com. This is the sleeping pad that we unanimously decided to give our best value award to. It was a little closer than the Premium Performance Award, which we gave to the NeoAir X-Therm. So let's talk about why we decided to give it the Best Value Award. We gave it the Best Value Award because of its balance between warmth to weight ratio, price, durability, and comfort. So in terms of performance, this is a 17-ounce pad that has an R value of 3.0. The XPED Sin Mat UL7 has an R value of 3.1 and 16 ounces, so roughly comparable, but it's $165 versus $130. So this is a better value for a very similar pad in terms of performance, and I actually find this pad to be more comfortable than the XPED pad. I like actually the horizontal baffles better than the vertical baffles, and I'll talk about that a bit later, but it's personal preference. We could go for the least expensive pad, which is $80 for the Big Agnes Double Z, but it is let's see here. Weight on it is comparable to this at 17 ounces, but in terms of R value, it only has an R value of 1.5. R values range from 1.0 to 9.5, so this is giving you very little, if any, thermal resistance. This sleeping pad is really limited to a single season pad, meaning that you don't want to use it in situations where nighttime temperatures are going to drop below 50 degrees. You could perhaps push it to the mid-40s, but you're going to start to get uncomfortable. So this is a very solid 3-season pad. Yes, you're going to pay more money. It's $50 more, but you're going to get a much more versatile pad. Also, this Double Z, I feel, is much too thick at 4 inches. Thicker doesn't mean necessarily more comfortable, but in this case, at 4 inches thick, this pad's very limited in using it. You couldn't use it in bivy sacks or some of our smaller footprint shelters, just because by raising you off the floor of the shelter so much, you're starting to hit the angled wall, so you're effectively reducing the footprint size, the floor space size of the shelter you're in by using this pad. Let's talk quickly about the XPED Down Mat Lite 5 as compared to this. This pad, the XPED pad, is an R4.1, but it's 21 ounces. So $115 for this pad, so less money by this than this pad by $15, and a higher R value, but 21 ounces is very heavy. Plus on this pad, the baffles go all the way through, and our testers and myself felt that this pad just wasn't comfortable to sleep on. It was kind of unstable to sleep on. So some of the things about this pad, it is using a more durable material than your pads that are in your Fast and Light series from Thermarest. The top fabric on this pad is a 50 denier. The bottom fabric is a 75 denier. We've had zero warranty problems with this pad at all, so it's a durable pad. That's where some of the extra weight comes in, is because they're using a more durable fabric. Unlike your NeoAir X-Therm and NeoAir X-Lite, this does not have a siliconized fabric that gives it a little bit of tackiness. We kind of like that on these pads, how the pads aren't as slippery. This pad is going to be a little bit more slippery than those pads. The horizontal baffles allow you to get to the edge of the pad and have the edge of the pad collapse. Some people say that's negative. I personally think it's a positive because it prevents you from falling off the pad as easily. These are narrow pads, and this allows you to get to that edge of the pad without having this steep drop off. Some customers have reported on these other pads that what they don't like about them is if their arm or their leg falls off the side of the pad, there's a bigger drop between the pad and the floor, whereas on these 2.5-inch thick pads, it's less noticeable. This pad uses the same technology that the NeoAir X-Therm and NeoAir X-Lite pads are using, and that's their triangular core matrix, which is putting over 100 individual cells inside these pads. So there's 1.5-inch wide baffles here, but I'll give you a cross section of this just so you can see how there's these triangular baffles throughout the inside of this. Those are making for a smaller baffle and reducing the thermal gradient within each baffle, making this pad more thermally efficient by reducing the convection air currents that this pad's going to have. Let's see here. These pads are made in the United States, but not always. We talked about that in this other video. Thermarest is running 2 factories, one in the United States, one in Ireland. Typically what you're going to find is that the pads that are sold in Europe are probably going to come out of that factory in Ireland. Pads sold in the US are probably going to come out of the factory in the United States, but not always. And we found that to be the case with the X-Lite, where this pad was actually made in Ireland. Limited lifetime warranty. Looked through our warranty database, found 0 problems with this pad reported by our customers. So once again, this is our Best Value Award winner. It's a little expensive, about $130, but you get a lot of pad for the money. If you have any questions on this, please give us a call, area code 406-582-0508, or send us an email to info@ProLiteGear.com. I'm going to put all the specifications for this pad, as well as all these other pads, into an article and post it over at ProLiteGear.com. If you're watching this video over at YouTube, I'll put a link to that article in the description below. Thanks for watching, and thank you for subscribing.